The riverbank looks peaceful, but beneath the surface, something never leaves. One step closer means one step closer to death. In the wild, death does not always come from a predator. Sometimes it comes from your own mistake. Crocodile versus lion cub, a fatal mistake at the riverbank. It is dawn on an African riverbank. The water has not yet turned blue. A thin layer of mist clings low to the surface, refusing to disappear. Everything is waiting for the day to begin. A gray heron stands motionless on a rock near the shore, not hunting, not moving, just standing there, as if it understands that mornings here demand silence. Nearby, an antelope drinks, small sips, head down, then up again, scanning its surroundings in a rhythm repeated thousands of times before. This is a place every animal must come to, and every one of them must pay some kind of price for a drink. That price is never announced in advance. Lions, the dominant predators of the African savannah. Strength, speed, coordinated hunting. On land, few animals can confront them directly and come out on top. This pride has several cubs under 3 months old. At this age, their brains are still in the phase of exploration, even toward things their instincts have not yet learned to name. The lioness stops about 5 meters from the water's edge. She looks left, then right, then along the surface. It is a habit, but not a complete safety check. Beneath the water, another sensory system is already at work. Along the crocodile's jaws and body are thousands of pressure receptors. It knew the lions were coming before it ever saw them. The Nile crocodile, a reptile that existed long before the dinosaurs disappeared. And it still hunts this way because it has never needed to change. A crocodile does not hunt in the usual sense. It does not chase. It does not surround. It does not need a complicated plan. It simply waits until the target brings itself within reach. The lioness scans the area one more time. The surface is calm, no unusual sound. She allows the pride to approach and drink. It is the most reasonable decision she can make with the information she has. And that is exactly the problem. This is a problem with no perfect answer. The pride needs water to survive the day. That need cannot be postponed. But every trip to the riverbank means accepting a risk that can never be fully controlled. The smallest cub drifts away. It moves closer to the water's edge than the others. The distance from its mother grows, 10 meters, 12, 15. No one notices. The lioness is splitting her attention between the others and her own need to drink. One animal cannot monitor 4 directions with equal precision at the same time. The bend in the river and the sudden drop near the bank erase the usual warning signs. Lions have no way of reading the underwater terrain, so their ability to judge danger is limited. The early morning light gives the crocodile an even greater ambush advantage. And when several disadvantages stack together, the cub's chances of becoming prey rise sharply. The cub edges closer, crossing into the danger zone. Beneath the surface, the crocodile adjusts its posture without creating a ripple. This is the moment when two worlds are separated by only a thin layer of water. On one side, curiosity and exploration. On the other, a waiting strategy refined over millions of years. The attack comes without warning. The crocodile's jaws clamp shut in less than half a second, with enough force to lock onto the cub's forelimb instantly. The lioness reacts at once, covering roughly 15 meters in under 2 seconds, her roar tearing across the riverbank. But by then, the cub is already being dragged into the water. The crocodile does not need to kill on land. It only needs to pull the prey into the water. Once there, every advantage shifts completely, and the lioness knows that. She charges in up to her shoulders, slamming at the surface. But there is nothing there, only water. And beneath it, her cub is being pulled in a direction she cannot follow. She stops. No more roaring. She simply stands there, shoulder deep in a river that is not hers, staring into the surface with helpless eyes. Below, the crocodile has not yet dragged the cub into safe depth. The cub is still struggling, not from conscious decision, but from the body's raw mechanical reflex against the pull. The lioness manages to bite the crocodile's tail, the only part still within reach. The bite is not enough to injure it, but enough to throw it off for a second. The crocodile responds with a death roll, spinning violently. The lioness is forced to let go, but the twisting changes the angle of the bite, and in that brief instant, the cub slips free. The lioness drags the cub back onto the bank. She does not stop. She does not look back. She retreats farther and farther from the edge until her paws are fully on dry ground. The riverbank is where two worlds touch. The crocodile does not pursue. On land, the game has changed. It knows its limits, just as the lions know theirs. The cub is breathing hard. The lioness begins licking the wound slowly, over and over again. Beneath the surface, the crocodile has already returned to its old position. Motionless, almost invisible. Nothing about it suggests failure. To a crocodile, waiting is never wasted. The entire attack lasted less than 15 seconds. But that was more than enough to leave a mark. Not in words, but in sensation, in instinct, in reflex. In the days that follow, the pride still has to return to the river, but not at dawn, and not so close to the edge. This is how knowledge passes through generations in the wild. Not through teaching, but through pain severe enough for the body to remember longer than any lesson ever could. The mistake that morning did not belong to the cub. It did not have enough information to understand what it was doing wrong. The mistake belonged to the moment of judgment, to 4 stacked disadvantages. A Nile crocodile can go a very long time without food. Waiting is not a choice for it. It is survival. Every time the lions return to the riverbank, to the crocodile, it is simply another opportunity. Lion cubs in the wild rarely survive their first year. Every injury lowers those odds. This cub may recover, if infection does not set in. When drought lasts too long, species are forced to gather around the few water sources that remain. The distance between predator and prey shrinks, and encounters like this one become far more common. The striking thing is, neither side is wrong. The crocodile is only doing what it has always done. The lioness is too. In nature, there is no right or wrong, only outcomes. These two species have coexisted along Africa's rivers for millions of years, not because of peace, but because both sides understand the boundary. The lioness does not know exactly where she went wrong. She only knows what happened. And in this world, the result is the only lesson that lasts. The injured cub carries a lesson today that cannot be taught in safety. It may not understand it yet, but its body already remembers. And in the wild, that is enough. Mistake becomes data. Danger becomes knowledge. And that knowledge, if the cub survives long enough to use it, may become a lifelong survival advantage. The burden is not strength. It is responsibility. The lioness does not live only for herself. Every choice she makes affects her young. Survival is not about always winning. It is a chain of choices, mostly right, sometimes wrong. And one mistake at the wrong moment can change everything. The riverbank does not change after the pride leaves. The crocodile is still there. The water is flat again. Everything returns to normal, as if nothing ever happened. Tomorrow, the lions will come back, but not quite the same as today. The lioness will stand farther away, choose a different moment, keep the cubs closer, not because she has planned it, but because she remembers in her own way. And when dusk falls, the river will keep flowing as it always does. It holds no memory. Only the creatures who live beside it must remember, if they want to survive. Dawn rises slowly over the savannah, revealing waves of golden grass stretching to the horizon. As the temperature climbs, life begins to stir. Winds sweep down from the highlands, carrying the scent of earth and the sounds of thousands of creatures awakening. A new day begins in an ancient rhythm. From the fresh hoof prints of antelopes to the deep claw marks of lions, the ground retells the story of the long night that has just ended. What appears peaceful is, in truth, a vast arena where time endlessly shapes deadly encounters. The African savanna spans more than 5 million square kilometers, the continent's second largest ecosystem, sustained by a harsh cycle of sun and rain. Fast-moving clouds signal a shift in seasons. Year after year, they precisely determine where migrating herds will travel. More than 40 species of hoofed animals live here, creating a stable food source for predators. This diversity forms the ecological foundation of the entire region. Every creature, from the largest to the smallest, is governed by the same rule: adapt or disappear. During the dry season, the grasslands turn brittle. Food becomes scarce, forcing intense competition among species. It is the perfect environment for agile hunters, but prey must develop lightning-fast reflexes if they want to survive. The honey badger appears a creature built on sheer determination. Despite its size, it is famed for thick skin and a ferocious fighting spirit. This small animal can withstand snake venom, raid beehives, and even confront lions. Its recklessness is legendary across the savannah. Low shrubs become the stage for perfect ambushes. Dim light and dry grass make predators nearly invisible. Lionesses, gifted with stealth, often use this terrain to approach prey in complete silence. The honey badger occasionally wanders into lion territory without hesitation. Its instincts simply do not allow retreat. This is where true courage is tested, where a small but fearless creature can make even giants step back. Rivers are the lifelines of the dry season, but where there is water, danger always follows. A pack of African wild dogs arrives to drink. Their coordinated hunting strategy gives them a success rate above 80%. Beneath the surface, crocodiles lie motionless, storing energy for a lightning-fast strike. All species know this danger well, but survival allows no avoidance. As food dwindles, many animals must attempt a river crossing, the riskiest act of the entire year. Water hides more than crocodiles. Strong currents can sweep away the weakest individuals. Here, life or death decisions must be made instantly. There is no waiting for perfect safety. Every crossing season becomes a brutal test for entire herds. On the dry ground, a honey badger digs tirelessly for food. It seems unaware, or simply unconcerned, that predatory eyes are watching from behind. A group of young lions approaches out of curiosity. For most creatures, this would be a death sentence. But the honey badger carries a fearsome reputation, the most fearless animal in the wild. The fight erupts. With thick, loose skin, the honey badger twists inside a lion's grip and counterattacks. Turning defense into offense, it forces the confused lions to retreat. Seizing the moment, the small warrior escapes into a deep tunnel beneath a tree's roots. Lion claws are helpless against the underground fortress. Today, the tiny but stubborn fighter has escaped death, leaving the young lions in frustrated defeat. The Mara River lies calm but filled with danger. On a sandbank, a mother crocodile guards her precious clutch of eggs. The scent of new life draws a pack of wild dogs. Agile and opportunistic, the dogs quickly raid the nest until the mother crocodile returns. A sudden snap of jaws. The hunter becomes the hunted. Beneath the muddy water, a 1,000-pound bite leaves no second chances. In the struggle for survival, mercy has no place. Now it is the lion's turn to brave the deadly waters in search of new territory. Vibrations from their paws awaken the crocodiles. For the cubs, every meter they cross becomes a gamble with death. An ambush erupts. In the river, the advantage belongs entirely to the reptiles. The power of the great cat is useless when dragged beneath the surface. Fury explodes. Refusing to accept loss, the lionesses charge into the water, using claws and fangs to reclaim their fallen kin. Their unity overwhelms the crocodiles in the shallow zone. The reptiles retreat into deeper waters, leaving behind a blood-stained silence. The Mara River has claimed its toll. The survivors continue their journey, crossing the fragile line between life and death. Beneath the dry soil, a web of roots traps moisture, sustaining many species through the harsh season. Billions of insects enrich the soil daily, enabling the savannah to recover quickly after annual wildfires. Honey badgers rely on deep underground burrows to escape heat and predators. Warning calls from antelopes travel for kilometers, forming a natural alarm network. Underground water keeps life going, even when the surface cracks with drought. These silent forces form the foundation that sustains the savanna's resilience over thousands of years. Climate change lengthens the dry season, making water ever more scarce. Herds must travel farther for food, pushing them into new zones of danger. Predators adapt by following prey across greater distances. The savannah is changing day by day, yet its ancient cycle still turns. Despite upheaval, the savannah maintains its fragile balance. In the future, these changes may reshape how every species survives. But nature always finds a way quietly, persistently. Sunset falls, bathing the savannah in deep gold as silence returns. The savannah settles into its gentle rhythm once more, preparing for another day of challenges. Dawn in the Kalahari. The first light spreads across the golden sand. The savannah begins to awaken. Here, a small creature begins its journey. Its body weighs only 9 kilograms, yet its reputation far exceeds its size. This is the honey badger, Mellivora capensis, the most fearless carnivore in Africa. Its black and white coat is not for camouflage, but a warning. Through millions of years of evolution, it has become a symbol of defiance. Today, we will see why. The Kalahari Savannah stretches across 3 countries. Daytime temperatures reach 45 degrees Celsius. Water is scarce. Yet life persists. Springbok forage among the bushes. Ostriches cross the sand, and the honey badger hunts in the shadows. This is the land of the strongest. Lions, cheetahs, hyenas, all are apex hunters, yet none dare underestimate the honey badger. The honey badger does not flee. It does not avoid. It moves with the confidence of a creature without natural enemies. Its skin is 2 centimeters thick, nearly impenetrable. Its immune system resists the venom of snakes and bees. Evolution has given it perfect armor. But its greatest weapon is not its body. It is limitless courage. The honey badger is an omnivore. Its diet includes more than 60 species, from insects to small mammals. Its claws are 4 centimeters long, designed to dig hard ground. In 1 hour, It can dig half a meter deep. As the afternoon sun lowers, a female honey badger rests outside her burrow. Inside, 3 cubs are sleeping. They're only 6 weeks old. But the savannah is never safe. A lone hyena is patrolling. Its nose catches a strange scent, the scent of vulnerable life. Hyenas are opportunistic predators. The young of any species are easy targets. It approaches the burrow, step by step. The female honey badger wakes. Maternal instinct sounds the alarm. She smells danger and rises immediately. The hyena reaches the entrance. It is twice her size, 50 kilograms versus 25. But the honey badger does not retreat. She steps forward, placing herself between the enemy and her cubs. Fangs bared, a low growl warns. This is no bluff. The hyena attacks, charging straight in, but the honey badger is faster. She dodges aside and bites hard into the front leg. The hyena yelps in pain and recoils, but it does not give up. It attacks again, trying to push past her. The fight is fierce. Dust fills the air. Roars echo across the savannah. The honey badger fights like a warrior, every bite aimed at a weak point. She finds an opening and sinks her teeth into the hyena's right leg. Bone and tendons are damaged. The hyena can no longer stand. The hyena understands it has lost. Limping back, blood dripping in onto the sand, it retreats into the darkness. She returns to the burrow. The cubs stir. Unaware of the battle outside, they nurse and fall asleep again, safe once more. The honey badger, a small creature bearing the title of the most reckless animal on Earth, with unmatched courage. With an extremely sensitive sense of smell, it can precisely locate prey buried deep beneath dry ground. Its diet is highly diverse, from small reptiles to unfortunate young crocodiles. Powerful jaws and sharp claws allow it to break through the hardest shells of any food source. Nothing can stop its hunger, not even creatures protected by thick scales. A miraculous resistance to venom allows it to calmly consume meals laced with deadly toxins. Digging is its specialty. Powerful forelimbs allow it to create deep burrows in minutes. Persistence is its ultimate weapon. It can spend hours dragging prey from deep underground. Every meal is a battle, but in the honey badger's world, surrender does not exist. Even the most venomous snakes hesitate before a creature with skin 6 millimeters thick. Loose skin allows it to twist and bite back, even when firmly gripped by an enemy. Its stark black and white coloring is a clear warning to any intruder. A solitary lifestyle forces the honey badger to face every danger alone, including encounters with big cats. The greatest challenge appears. A pride of lions grows curious and approaches its territory. Instead of fleeing, the honey badger confronts them head-on, releasing aggressive growls. Lions often hesitate because the energy cost of killing it far outweighs the value of the meal. The honey badger's bites target the face, inflicting extremely painful wounds. Despite their numbers, the lions struggle against its agility and relentless ferocity. When cornered, the honey badger uses lightning-fast digging to disappear into safety. Deep burrows and fierce resistance from within cause the lions to lose patience and retreat. Once again, grit and stubborn courage carry the honey badger through an uneven fight. The honey badger, known as the most reckless animal in the world, strolls confidently across a white salt plain. But it has caught the attention of a clan of spotted hyenas. These matriarchal predators probe their target with keen senses. Hyenas possess a bite force of up to 1,100 psi, but the honey badger's 6 millimeter thick, loose skin allows it to twist and counter-bite instantly. Beyond its armored hide, the honey badger also has anal scent glands that release an overpowering odor, weakening the enemy's resolve. Attack is the best defense. The honey badger charges straight at the hyenas, snarling fiercely, aiming directly for faces and eyes. A chase erupts along a dusty trail. Its contrasting black and white coat stands as a bold warning to any aggressor. On the open road, the hyena's persistence is tested. They realize the energy cost of bringing down this stubborn foe is too high. In the end, the hyenas yield. The honey badger continues its solitary journey, once again proving the courage of the fearless. In the natural world, survival is not about strength, but about adaptability. And the honey badger has mastered it. Thousands of years from now, they will still be here, walking on hot sand, facing danger without retreat. Because that is their nature. Not the biggest, not the fastest, but the bravest. And on the African savannah, that is all that is needed to survive. Under the African sun, the river flows gently across the savannah. Its surface reflects the sky, creating a peaceful picture. But that calm is only an illusion. Beneath the dark water, danger is waiting. This is the realm of ancient rulers. The Nile crocodile, a massive reptile over 5 meters long and weighing more than 250 kilograms, is a master of ambush. With a bite force reaching 2,500 psi, countless lives are taken every day by these living traps. The leopard, one of the fastest predators on the savannah, moves silently toward the riverbank, searching for prey. An antelope is drinking on the opposite bank. The distance is ideal. The leopard calculates its approach. To reach the far bank, it must cross the river. The water is shallow, less than half a meter deep. It looks safe. The leopard steps in. Cool water surrounds its legs as it begins to cross, eyes fixed on the antelope ahead. But it does not know that beneath the surface, a pair of eyes has locked onto it. A crocodile has been waiting for this moment. With swimming bursts of 12 to 14 kilometers per hour, the crocodile explodes upward like an arrow. There is no time to react. Jaws clamp around the leopard's neck. Enormous force drags it instantly beneath the water. The leopard struggles desperately. Claws scrape the surface, searching for purchase, but in vain. The crocodile holds its prey underwater until it drowns. This tactic rarely fails. Within minutes, it is over. The apex predator on land becomes prey in the water. The antelope on the opposite bank remains unharmed, unaware that a tragedy has occurred just dozens of meters away. In lion society, females play a crucial role, both skilled hunters and devoted mothers protecting the pride. Lion cubs stay close to their mothers, learning survival skills for life on the harsh savannah. The river ahead hides deadly threats, where giant crocodiles silently wait for anything that dares to cross. Though dominant on land, lions are cautious in water, where they lose their speed advantage entirely. Lion cubs must swim with all their strength, trying not to draw the attention of freshwater killers. The lioness constantly scans her surroundings, ready to face any danger to protect every member of the pride. Crocodiles detect even the slightest vibrations on the surface. Their lethal jaws are ready for a lightning strike. Tension peaks as the encounter draws near. This is the ultimate test of courage for the lion family. Unity and maternal instinct carry the pride across the line between life and death, allowing the journey to continue. Two male lions advance, strength and authority evident in every powerful step. Beneath the calm water, crocodiles lie in wait, ready to attack any intruder. The lions step into the river cautiously, knowing this is an environment where their advantage disappears. A massive crocodile silently closes in, the patience of an ancient hunter about to be rewarded. The battle erupts midstream. The crocodile launches a lightning strike, trying to drag the lion into the depths. Amid swirling water and mud, the lion fights with all its strength, but cannot escape the crushing jaws. The other male reaches the bank and turns back, watching his companion vanish into the reddened water. African wild dogs are among the most relentless predators, their mottled coats providing perfect camouflage. At the water's edge, a small antelope stands at the brink of life and death as the pack closes in. The chase unfolds in seconds, the dogs driving the prey toward the river to cut off escape. With no other choice, the antelope plunges into the water, risking the dangers below. But the river is not peaceful. Massive hippos are enraged by the intrusion. The antelope is now trapped between the hippo's violent jaws and the dogs waiting on the bank. The wild dogs remain patient, knowing the antelope cannot stay submerged for long. From the murky depths, another silent killer emerges. A crocodile moves in, unseen. A lightning strike ends the antelope's fate. The river claims victory in the struggle for survival. The search for life begins in dry lands, where millions of animals set out on migration. Wildebeest and zebras form a living torrent, traveling thousands of kilometers driven by instinct. Tireless legs cross unforgiving terrain, heading toward promised green plains. Ahead lies the greatest trial, the raging Mara River, where death lurks beneath muddy waters. When the lead animal leaps, a mass crossing begins, creating scenes of chaos and raw drama. Zebras and wildebeest surge into the river, battling strong currents and jagged rocks. Below the surface, giant Nile crocodiles are already waiting, prepared for a bloody ambush. Attacks erupt in an instant, turning the river into a brutal arena where survival hangs by a thread. Many animals fall, becoming sustenance for predators and sustaining nature's harsh balance. The lucky survivors press on, continuing the epic tale of endurance and life. One cycle ends, another begins. Nature remains cruel, yet endlessly extraordinary. Crocodiles maintain balance by removing the weak, keeping animal populations strong. They are an essential part of the ecosystem. And however brutal it may be, this is how nature has functioned for millions of years. Every day, countless lives are taken, and countless new lives are born. The circle continues. The river keeps flowing, crocodiles keep waiting, and life on the African savannah goes on, fierce, powerful, and full of vitality. Dawn breaks over the African savannah, the first rays of sunlight cut through the mist, where life begins and death lurks. This is the world of the young, where every day is a trial and every minute is a fight for survival. To be born on the African savannah is to be given a chance, but only those strong enough, fast enough, and lucky enough will survive. Welcome to the battle for survival, where instinct is tested from the very first moment, and only the strongest earn a tomorrow. During the calving season, within just 3 weeks, 500,000 wildebeest calves are born, 24,000 each day, nearly 1,000 every hour. A calf must stand within minutes and run within an hour. There is no choice, only run or die. All around them, hyenas, wild dogs, lions, and cheetahs wait patiently for a moment of weakness, for a single mistake. The statistics are brutal. Only 1 in 10 calves will survive to adulthood. Luck does not always smile. African wild dogs, Lycaon pictus, are the perfect cooperative hunters. Now it is their breeding season, and deep inside a den, a litter awaits. 12 pups lie blind and helpless, completely dependent on the pack. Every member helps, shares food, and protects the young. But danger is never far. Hyenas, their ancient rivals, twice their size and 3 times their strength, invade their territory. The wild dogs do not flee. They counterattack with speed and coordination, driving the hyenas away from the pups' safe zone. To feed their young, wild dogs must hunt wildebeest, weighing up to 150 kilograms, 3 times their own weight. Strategy is their greatest weapon. They do not bite to kill, they bite to weaken, targeting legs, belly, and muzzle until the prey slows and finally collapses. The food is carried back, chewed, and regurgitated for the pups. Every member sacrifices for the next generation. Yet the greatest threat is not the hyenas, but a silent kidnapper, the honey badger, a specialist in stealing the young. While the pack is hunting, the honey badger slips deep into the den, seizes a pup, and disappears in silence. The cry of distress is heard. The wild dogs rush back, surround the intruder, and trap the honey badger in enemy territory. The wild dogs do not rush in blindly. Their strategy shifts from killing to exhaustion, bite after bite, relentless and precise. Finally, the honey badger is exhausted, drops the pup, and escapes. A victory of instinct where family bonds prevail. Meanwhile, high in a tree, a leopard, Panthera pardus, is also raising young, 2 cubs just 3 months old. The mother must hunt to produce milk and feed her cubs. She leaves them in the tree, the safest place, and slips away quietly. She catches a young antelope weighing 30 kilograms, enough to feed the family, and drags it into the tree. But the scent of blood attracts unwanted guests. Lions smell the kill and arrive. The leopard cannot fight them, so she abandons the prey and flees to survive. A curious young lion climbs the tree, searching for more, and discovers 2 leopard cubs hidden in a hollow. Luck intervenes. The lion cub is too large to fit inside. It claws and snarls, but cannot reach them. Eventually, the lion gives up and leaves with the pride. The cubs survive thanks to a hollow tree and a bit of luck. The leopard mother returns, calls softly, and the cubs emerge. They are reunited. Another day survived, another lesson learned. Weeks later, the cubs are stronger. The mother decides to bring them down for the first time to explore the world below. Danger appears in the form of a rival male leopard, an intruder who could kill the cubs to claim the female. The mother charges to confront him, but at the same moment, another threat lies in wait. Hyenas watching closely. The hyenas seize the opportunity and rush toward the cubs. Hearing their cries, the mother must choose between driving off the intruder or saving her young. Maternal instinct wins. She abandons the male and launches herself at the hyenas with fierce determination. Against all odds, a mother's courage prevails. She tears her cub from deadly jaws just in time. The cub is wounded but alive. A scar remains, a lesson learned. The outside world is unforgiving, and only the vigilant survive. Back with the wild dogs, the pups are growing. It is time to leave the den and move to safer ground, a journey filled with risk. 12 pups move in a line, too many to fully protect. The slowest will become targets. Lions encounter them by chance. 2 females spotting opportunity in a moving pack with vulnerable young. The wild dogs sense danger but cannot run fast with pups. They must fight to protect their young at all costs. The lions charge, not at the adults, but at the weakest and slowest, separating it from the pack. Eleven pups remain, and the journey continues. A painful lesson is learned. Not all will make it, but the pack must go on. A week later, they reach a new den, safer and farther away. 11 pups have learned their first lesson of life. Across the vast savannah, thousands of wildebeest calves are now 3 weeks old, faster and stronger, yet still vulnerable. Wild dogs hunt again, targeting the herd, not the adults, but the calves, easier to isolate and bring down. A calf runs at full speed, 60 kilometers per hour, but wild dogs reach 65 and take turns, never tiring. The weakening strategy continues, biting legs, belly and muzzle until the calf slows, collapses, and is exhausted. Death comes quickly, part of the natural cycle, food for the wild dog pups so they may grow and survive. A leopard cub, now 5 months old, more confident and curious, wanders alone while its mother hunts. A leopard cub, now 5 months old, more confident and curious, wanders alone while its mother hunts. Wild dogs spotted a lone leopard cub without its mother, a rare opportunity. They charge within seconds. The cub is brought down, the end swift and brutal. A harsh lesson for the leopard mother: never leave a cub alone. The mother returns, searching and calling, but there is no answer, only silence and tracks on the ground. A lesson written in blood, teaching the cost of a single mistake. In the final month of the dry season, the savannah grows harsher. Water is scarce, food limited, and survival pressure rises for all species. The young must learn faster and mature sooner. What does not kill them makes them stronger. The African savannah forgives no mistakes and offers no second chances. But those who survive earn their right to live. This is the African savannah, where only the strongest survive, where instinct is the weapon and hope is the only thing that endures. The African savannah is home to the wild dog, a tireless endurance hunter built on speed, coordination, and the ability to anticipate its prey. To survive, they must face rivals just as dangerous, from hyenas to leopards. Their hunting instinct relies not on strength, but on strategy and relentless persistence. Every hunt is a test. Every decision can determine the fate of the entire pack. And sometimes, survival instincts lead them straight into conflicts far bigger than expected. In this world, nothing happens by accident. Every movement has meaning. Today, their journey begins with a solitary opponent, a lone hyena drifting away from its clan. No one knows where fate will lead this hyena, but its future lies in the hunt ahead. A lone hyena is an ideal target. It lacks the protection of its group. The wild dogs don't attack immediately. They exhaust the hyena by shadowing it relentlessly. The hyena counters with sudden aggression, using its powerful jaws to create distance. But numbers take over, slowly forcing it into a losing position. Seeing the path behind blocked, the hyena bolts toward the river. It doesn't know that beneath the still surface, eyes are watching. Exhausted, the hyena plunges into the water, a desperate final move. Moments later, the water erupts, a perfect ambush. The jaws close, overwhelming force. The hyena disappears. The wild dogs stand and watch, their hunt ending in an unexpected way. On the savannah, nothing is certain. Even the best hunters face surprises. The pack moves on. Energy must be replenished. They search for their next chance. A new opportunity appears, a leopard cub playing beneath a tree. Its mother rests on a branch above, unaware of the danger approaching. The wild dogs spot the cub, positioned just far enough from its mother. They advance quickly and silently, perfect for an ambush. The cub realizes too late, it isn't fast enough to escape. The dogs surround it, preparing to strike. At the last second, the mother leaps down like an arrow. She attacks to save her cub, despite the overwhelming odds. But numbers dominate. The wild dogs retaliate fiercely. The leopard is forced to retreat up the tree to save her own life. Below, her cub has no escape. The wild dogs finish the kill, a brutal moment that leaves silence across the plains. Time passes, but the mother's grief does not fade. Her pain becomes cold patience. She waits. And the moment comes when a wild dog wanders too far from the pack. Distance closes. No sound, no warning. In a single explosive leap, the leopard strikes. The killing bite is swift and precise. By the time the pack returns, it is too late. The mother leaves quietly, revenge complete. On the savannah, victory and loss are fleeting moments in an endless cycle. The wild dogs continue searching for their next chance to survive. The leopard mother continues her journey, a true survivor. No one wins forever. No one loses forever. Nature only keeps the best adapted. Every creature here learns to live with danger day after day. Each species adds a piece to the vast puzzle of life. And within that balance, the wild dogs keep moving, never stopping, never resting. For them, life is an unending series of trials. Intelligent strategy is their greatest weapon. In this fight for survival, only one rule exists: adapt or perish. That is the brilliance of the African wild dog, warriors who never stop moving. The power of motherhood, protecting the young hunters of the African savannah. The African savannah is where life depends on the protective instincts of mothers. This is a daily journey of survival. Predators always watch. Mothers always stand ready to react. This balance maintains the order of nature. Each species has its own strategy to protect its young. Some rely on speed, others on strength. But challenges always strike unexpectedly. Predators choose the moment when the young are most vulnerable. In nature, the role of mothers is not only to guide. They are the first and final line of defense. Warthogs, buffalo, giraffes, and elephants each carry a unique form of protection shaped by millions of years of evolution. But on the savannah, one thing remains true. The young are always the top target for predators. And here are 4 stories, 4 journeys, that show the power of motherhood in the wild. Among smaller species, the warthog is a master of survival. They rely on speed and reflexes to protect their young. The young stay right behind the mother, a formation that minimizes detection. A cheetah appears in the distance, body low to the ground, moving almost soundlessly. The warthog mother instantly shifts sideways, turning her body into a shield between the predator and her young. As the cheetah accelerates, the mother charges forward to break its approach. After a tense moment, the lioness withdraws. The warthog mother leads her young away, ending 2 confrontations in the same morning. Unlike warthogs, buffalo rely on numbers and unity to protect their calves. A newborn raises the herd's alertness, as it is at its most vulnerable stage. A group of lions approaches, observing the defensive formation. The mother buffalo steps forward, blocking the lion's path. One lion attempts a flank attack, but the mother knocks it aside with powerful force. The herd responds instantly, closing into a defensive circle. Their collective strength makes it difficult for lions to find a safe opening. Realizing the risk, the lions begin to back away. One lion attempts a final strike, but is stopped immediately. The precise counterattack ends all chances for the predators. With no options left, the lions retreat. The mother checks her calf one last time. The young is brought to safety deep within the herd, the clearest proof of strength in unity. Dawn spreads across the African plains, beautiful yet deceptive. A dramatic stage is about to unfold. A newborn giraffe struggles to stand. Though it rises within 30 minutes thanks to specialized bones, its unsteady legs are an open invitation to danger. The threat appears, a lone lioness assessing from afar, waiting for the slightest mistake. The mother tries to shield her calf, but the experienced predator knows how to isolate its target. The chase begins. Uneven terrain becomes a deadly trap. A slip into a deep ditch removes the calf's height advantage, giving the lioness her moment. The lioness locks onto the throat, her signature finishing move. The mother can only watch helplessly. Intervening would mean death. The fight ends quickly. Statistics show that 50% of giraffe calves do not survive their first year. As the lioness feeds under the scorching sun, the scent of blood spreads quickly across the plains. Across a harsher landscape with scarce water, a different battle unfolds, this time with elephants. A lion pride targets a wandering elephant calf, but they have chosen the wrong opponent. Elephants rely on collective power and remarkable intelligence. A second panicked calf also falls into the ambush. Its cries are silenced by fatal bites to the airway. Overwhelmed by the lion's ferocity, the adult elephants are forced to retreat. Their family bond is shattered by nature's harsh law. As the dust settles, a tragic yet majestic scene remains. Two elephant calves become a rare feast that will sustain the pride for days. Even the elephant's thick skin cannot stop the lions from tearing into the flesh beneath. Proof that giants are not invincible. On the African savannah, every mother has her own strategy to protect her young from countless threats. Warthogs rely on lightning-fast reflexes, while buffalo depend on the strength of the herd. Giraffes and elephants, despite their natural advantages, still face biological limits they cannot overcome. Those limits create a natural balance, where predators and prey continuously evolve just to survive. Not every confrontation ends the same way, but each moment reflects the rules of this unforgiving landscape. A mother's instinct is the first line of defense for life, but it cannot guarantee absolute victory. Where the sun paints endless fields of grass and gold, the African savannah opens up like a silent ocean of wind and light, the birthplace of countless life and death chases. The night breeze fades, returning the warmth of dawn. Every blade of grass sways gently, signaling the flow of energy about to spread across the ecosystem. From afar comes the rhythmic sound of hooves, the footsteps of gazelles, the first creatures to awaken the vast rhythm of this land. The savannah may appear peaceful, but beneath that stillness lies relentless competition among some of the fastest animals on Earth. Stretching over 5 million hectares from Kenya to Tanzania, this is one of the oldest and most stable ecosystems on the planet. Two seasons, wet and dry, dictate every movement here. The rains bring new life. The dry season turns this place into a brutal racetrack. The open terrain and wide visibility force every prey to stay alert and every predator to move with absolute precision. Here, speed is not just an advantage. It is the essence of evolution, forged through millions of years of natural selection. The Thomson's gazelle is the pure symbol of agility. Weighing only about 20 kilos, it relies entirely on speed to survive predators many times its size. A light body, long tendons, and flexible joints allow it to accelerate to over 60 km/h in mere seconds, a finely tuned survival response. But its weakness lies in its lack of strength. Detecting danger from afar has become a deep-rooted instinct essential for survival. Meanwhile, the cheetah, its greatest challenger, has evolved into the fastest land animal on Earth, capable of surpassing 110 km/h. Its body is shaped like a living arrow, a flexible spine, massive lungs, and semi-retractable claws that grip the ground during the sprint. But such speed lasts only a short burst. A failed chase can leave the cheetah exhausted and dangerously vulnerable. Not far away, lions choose the opposite strategy: power, patience, and coordinated teamwork instead of speed. The ostrich, a target few predators dare to pursue, is the fastest running bird in Africa. Standing over 2.5 meters tall, it owns extraordinarily powerful legs. Each stride of an ostrich stretches nearly 5 meters, allowing it to maintain high speeds even longer than a cheetah. Eyes larger than any land animal allow it to spot danger from more than 3 kilometers away. From high mounds, gazelles gain a wider view, enabling them to detect even the slightest movement across the grasslands. Meerkats act as a natural alarm network, warning the ecosystem whenever a predator appears. On the savannah, speed is the ultimate weapon. A cheetah locks onto a Thomson's gazelle. The deadly sprint begins. But in nature, the strong don't always win. Cornered, the gazelle lashes out, slamming its horns into the cheetah's abdomen. unexpected strike forces the predator to retreat in pain. A harsh reminder, even the smallest prey can become dangerous when pushed to the edge. Unwilling to surrender to hunger, the cheetah sets its sights on a far more dangerous challenge: the ostrich, the giant bird of Africa. A single ostrich kick can be fatal. The cheetah dodges those powerful legs, patiently waiting for the slightest opening to strike the throat. High risk brings high reward. The massive prey collapses, providing the energy the cheetah desperately needs after its exhausting chase. Elsewhere, the savannah's order is suddenly overturned. Two aggressive ostriches are chasing a lost lion cub for trespassing on their territory. Outmatched but cunning, the cub doesn't run blindly. It lures its attackers straight toward its resting family. The trap closes instantly. Too focused on the chase, the ostriches fail to realize they've run straight into the domain of apex predators. In a heartbeat, the situation reverses. The lionesses rise, forming a coordinated circle. The hunters have become the prey. One ostrich escapes, but the other is overwhelmed by the united strength of the pride. A fatal mistake paid with its life, becoming the feast that sustains the lions. A harsh but fair law of the wild. The golden glow of sunset softens every blade of grass, calming the chaos that unfolded moments earlier. creatures that live by speed find peace once more, knowing well that tomorrow the race will begin again. The savannah closes its day, vast, silent, timeless, a place where every story is written by the heartbeat of nature itself. Across the endless grasslands of Africa, the early sun awakens an entire world. Golden light stretches far, rousing life with every breeze. Here, millions of lives coexist. Forest elephants by the riverbank, antelopes leaping, zebras galloping across lush green hillsides. But no species wears magnificence as profoundly as these giant inhabitants. Mass, strength, and survival instincts forged over millions of years. African buffalo, Synchorus kaffir, one of the most dangerous and unpredictable animals on the dark continent. An adult buffalo can weigh up to 900 kilograms. The thick horns fuse together to form a natural shield, called the boss, a symbol of strength. Each day they move steadily, grazing, drinking water, resting under tree shade. Not noisy, but always present. Buffalo live in herds, from dozens to hundreds, but not always tightly organized. Their bonds are much looser than many other species. During the dry season, they gather near water sources. But when food is abundant, the herd may scatter, each animal foraging in its own direction. Females and calves usually stay together. Older males tend to live alone or in small groups, only returning to the herd for mating. But within this structure, a gap appears. When danger strikes, protective instincts are not always triggered. Buffalo senses are good, but not exceptional. Sharp sense of smell, but average vision. Behavioral intelligence lower than elephants or primates. This makes them slow to react. When enemies approach, many individuals don't recognize it immediately. This lack of collective vigilance becomes a weakness. African wild dogs are disciplined hunters, coordinating seamlessly to create formidable collective power. With large ears and extremely sensitive sense of smell, they can track prey across towering grasslands. The massive buffalo herd is gathering, forming a living fortress that challenges any predator. The wild dog pack begins harassment tactics, trying to find openings to separate an individual from the herd. Buffalo resist with thunderous charges, using their solid horns to defend their safety perimeter. A lightning-fast chase erupts, testing the wild dog's endurance and the buffalo herd's steadfast resolve. When cornered, buffalo often unleash extraordinary strength to drive away their encirclers. Teamwork is the most crucial weapon, enabling wild dogs to dominate targets many times their size. A bloody attack begins, the pack focusing on the weakest points to drain the opponent's strength. In nature, letting down one's guard for even a second is enough to completely change a life's fate. But the savannah suddenly falls silent when lions appear, asserting the absolute authority of the apex predator. Lionesses coordinate the ambush, their explosive power making the battle more tense than ever. Eyes full of killing intent lurk in the bushes, the predator waiting for the perfect moment to strike fatally. Battle erupts in clouds of dust, roars tearing through the quiet space, creating an incredibly tragic scene. Sharp claws dig deep into the prey's back, the lion exerting all force to pull the massive giant down to the ground. The buffalo's fierce resistance demonstrates an indomitable will to survive amid the siege of apex hunters. The buffalo herd suddenly counterattacks collectively, pushing the lions into a passive and dangerous position. The boundary between hunter and prey suddenly reverses, evidence of nature's cruelty and unpredictability. The lioness constantly watches her cubs, ensuring the next generation's safety against the buffalo's fury. As dusk falls, the survivors carry wounds and exhaustion, preparing for a night full of challenges. The cycle of life and death continues to operate, maintaining the unchanging balance of the savannah ecosystem. Under the brilliant dawn, the lioness pride begins deploying dramatic hunting tactics. Their target is the massive buffalo herd, animals famous for their ferocity and formidable strength. At the still water source, the boundary between life and death suddenly becomes more fragile than ever for the buffalo herd. Lionesses silently close in on their prey, each step soft, leaving no sound whatsoever. Jackals and bat-eared foxes stand watching from afar, witnesses to the savannah battle. buffalo counterattack with sharp horns, trying to push back the enemies surrounding them. A chase explodes amid the dust clouds, testing the speed and persistence of the matriarchal hunters. Vultures have begun appearing in the sky, signaling a bloody conclusion about to unfold. The lioness charges full force straight at the prey, sharp claws digging into the thick hide. The struggle unfolds incredibly fiercely, where the buffalo herd's survival will is tested by collective power. The buffalo struggles desperately to escape the siege, demonstrating the fierce survival instinct of all species. The lion pride's persistence is rewarded when they find an opening to bring down the massive giant. The decisive bite to the throat locks the prey's breath, ending a merciless battle. The buffalo finally falls, affirming the absolute authority of the apex predator on this land. The male lion appears to assert his status, ensuring his priority at the savannah feast. The abundant meal provides precious energy for the entire pride through the harsh days ahead. Scavengers patiently wait for openings, hoping to receive scraps left behind by the apex predator. As the sun sets, the savannah returns to its inherent peace, hiding the traces of battle. A new day is about to begin with new challenges, continuing the endless survival story of nature. Nature is always cruel but fair, maintaining the miraculous balance between hunter and prey. Strong yet vulnerable, giant yet not invincible, this is the African buffalo. And on this land, amid relentless challenges, they still live, still reproduce, still symbolize unwavering strength. This is the African savannah, where life is never simple, where each species writes its own story in evolution's eternal book. And the buffalo, with all its weaknesses, remains an indispensable part of that picture. Africa, a continent of extremes, where life and death intertwine with each season. The dry season is coming, and an entire world is about to change. For 6 months, rain nearly disappears, Temperatures exceed 40 degrees Celsius. Rivers once full are now reduced to mere puddles. This is the greatest survival challenge of the year. The savannah stretches thousands of square kilometers. This is home to over 1,000 species of mammals, from tiny creatures to giants. All depend on water. But water sources are depleting rapidly. And as the drought becomes severe, the line between life and death grows thinner than ever. Acacia trees are symbols of the savannah. They have evolved over millions of years to survive in these harsh conditions. Their roots can reach depths of 40 meters to find groundwater. The baobab tree, also called Africa's water bottle, can store up to 120,000 liters of water in its trunk. Its thick bark helps retain moisture throughout the long dry season. Savanna grass doesn't die, it only sleeps. Leaves droop down, green fades to golden brown. They wait, conserving every drop of water until the rains return. Some tree species even shed all their leaves to reduce water evaporation. This isn't death. This is a survival strategy deeply encoded in their genes. When water sources dry up, the world's greatest animal migration begins. Over 1.5 million wildebeest, Conocades taurinus, along with 250,000 zebras, set off. They move by inherited instinct, following the direction of rain. An 800-kilometer journey. No map, no compass. Only intuition and collective memory passed down through generations. Wildebeest can smell rain from over 50 kilometers away. They can run at speeds of 80 km/h when necessary. But this journey demands enormous energy. Zebras are perfect companions. They eat different grass than wildebeest, reducing competition. Black and white stripes aren't just for camouflage, but also help regulate body temperature. Not everyone can migrate. The old, weak, or young fall behind. In nature, cruelty isn't intentional. It's simply reality. The African elephant, Loxodonta africana, is the largest land animal on Earth, weighing up to 6 tons. But their strength doesn't lie in size alone. Elephants have remarkable memory. They remember the locations of waterholes that persist through multiple dry seasons. Herds are led by older females, carrying a lifetime of accumulated knowledge. When finding a dry riverbed, elephants begin their work. Using feet and trunks, they dig deep into the sand, creating waterholes. Groundwater slowly seeps up. These waterholes don't just serve elephants. After elephants drink and leave, dozens of other species will arrive. An adult elephant drinks up to 200 liters of water daily. They also consume up to 150 kilon of vegetation. During the dry season, elephants can walk over 30 km each day to find enough food and water. The dry season isn't a disaster for everyone. For carnivores, this is the best hunting season of the year. Scarce water sources become mandatory meeting points for prey. African lions, Panthera leo, are social hunters. Females work in groups, coordinating closely. Average weight 130-180 kilo. Maximum speed 80 km/h in short bursts. They choose positions near water sources, lying still in the shade, patient, unhurried, waiting for prey exhausted and off guard after days without water. An ambush unfolds in a flash. from stillness to motion in mere seconds. Antelopes react immediately, but not always fast enough. Lions' success rate is only about 30%, but during the dry season, this number increases significantly. This isn't cruelty. This is nature's way of maintaining balance. The cheetah, Zachinonyx jubatus, chooses a different strategy. They hunt during the day, relying on speed. Fastest among land animals, reaching 110 km/h in just 3 seconds. Unlike lions, cheetahs hunt alone. They target young or smaller animals. Their bodies are designed for speed, not strength. The chase ends in 20 to 30 seconds. Cheetahs use non-retractable claws to increase ground grip. Long tails balance the body when changing direction at high speed. After catching prey, cheetahs must eat quickly. They're too small to defend food from lions, hyenas, or vultures, usually only 30 minutes before being robbed. The last remaining pools are now packed with crocodiles. Nile crocodiles, Crocodilus niloticus. They've existed since dinosaur times. As water recedes, crocodiles concentrate more densely. They can survive months without eating thanks to slow metabolism. Heart rate drops to just 2 to 3 beats per minute. But they remain alert. Every animal coming to drink is an opportunity. Crocodiles have the strongest bite force in the animal kingdom, up to 2,200 kilo per square centimeter. The attack happens suddenly, from complete stillness to extreme violence in an instant. Crocodiles use powerful tails to lunge forward, jaws snapping shut in 1/40th of a second. Not every attack succeeds. Many prey escape through quick reflexes or luck. Crocodiles return to their original position, waiting once again. What remains after predators' meals isn't wasted. Hyenas, then vultures. Layers of animals clean up in hierarchy. Nothing is overlooked. Even beetles, ants, bacteria, all play their roles. Nutrients return to the soil, nourishing grass. Grass feeds herbivores. The circle continues. The dry season isn't just a challenge. It's nature's filtering tool. Weak individuals are eliminated. Strong genes are passed on. Populations become healthier. Spotted hyenas, Crocuta, also benefit from this season. They're not just scavengers. With a bite force of 1/100 kilo, they can crush bones, digesting what remains. After months of waiting, the sky changes. Dark clouds gather on the horizon. The air becomes humid, heavy. Animals sense something is coming. The first raindrops fall, touching parched earth, creating the distinctive smell of wet soil. This smell has a scientific name, petrichor, the scent of life returning. Within hours, the landscape transforms. Cracks in the ground are filled, puddles form, small streams flow again. The savannah drinks deeply, quenching its long-held thirst. Animals react immediately. Antelopes leap and dance in the rain. Even lions show excitement. Everything seems to breathe a sigh of relief. Within a week, grass begins to sprout. Small green shoots pierce through the dry soil. Trees put out new leaves. Green returns after months of absence. Insects appear first. Butterflies, dragonflies. They come to lay eggs. Migratory birds return from afar. They know this is the best time to breed. Food is abundant. Water is plentiful. Ideal conditions for raising young. Herbivores no longer need to migrate far. Food sources return. Young are born during this time. Survival rates are much higher than during the dry season. The rainy season will last about 6 months. Then, the sun will rain again. Clouds gradually disperse. Temperatures rise once more. And the cycle will repeat from the beginning. Africa's savanna has existed like this for millions of years. Dry and rainy seasons alternating, creating the rhythm of life. Without drought, there would be no ecosystem as we know it today. The dry season tests, the rainy season heals. This is the law of this land. And every creature here carries within them the instinct to survive through both seasons. But African nature has survived many trials. It has remarkable recovery abilities, if given the chance. Each dry season remains a challenge, but it's also testament to powerful vitality, resilience, nature's extraordinary adaptability. These stories aren't just about animals. They're about life, about the ability to survive, about how everything in nature is deeply interconnected. Africa's savanna, where each dry season brings challenges, each rainy season brings hope, and the circle of life continues to turn. When the dry season comes, the question isn't who survives, but how everything coexists in a perfect system, sculpted by millions of years of evolution. And the answer lies right before our eyes, in every creature, in every action, in every beat of the wild heart, savage Africa, where life never stops fighting.